Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight I want to talk a little bit about stamping. Stamping is a great thing that we can add into our Bibles, our journals, making journal cards. So there's lots of options for using stamping. And so this is just one example of stamping in my Bible where I have stamped one of these. It's the Santori Gorgeous Girls, and I have stamped her and then colored her and then in my Bible. Sometimes when I stamp, depending on what type of ink I use, I will use gesso, and sometimes in my Bible I won't use gesso. So that's just one example. And then here's another example of another one of those girls, and I have stamped her, kind of stamped her off the page a little bit. She was a little too tall for what I wanted to do here, and then colored her in. And then my final example, and there's more of them in my Bible, but I just wanted to show you a couple. So if you don't like to actually do things on your pages, this one was stamped on vellum and then of course colored in, and then this is another stamp that was used. So stamping is a great addition into your Bibles and a great addition into your journals as well. So let's take a look at a technique that I like, and here we go. So I have this big, huge rose stamp, and it's pretty chunky, and it's on one of those blocks. So what I have done here is I've taken a piece of, and this was just regular scrapbooking paper, the white paper, and I stamped on it first. I used the water resist, and I covered this with the water resist. And then instead of me trying to turn my stamp over and stamp with it, I left my stamp upside down. I placed my paper, and then I just simply rubbed the paper so that it could absorb this watermark resist that I was using. And then I used, I have some of this Martha Stewart's embossing powder, and I used this creamy colored one, this color. And I heat set, and then I used some of the distress oxides, and I also used some of the distress inks, and that was all I really used on this card to get this effect. And I really like the way that it turned out. And when I was all finished, I did spritz it with this glimmer mist, so it has a really, really beautiful shine and shimmer on there. And I'm not sure if the camera is even doing it justice that you can actually see it, but I love how this turned out. So that's one technique that you can do. And I didn't actually want to show you this on camera because I didn't want to turn the heat gun on and make that noise. So, but the process is very simple. You know, prepare your card, use your watermark on your stamp, stamp your image onto your paper, heat set it using a heat tool. I have this heat tool. So you heat set it. And then you would just, I apply my distress inks with my blending tool and the foam. And you just keep going around it for as much as you would like, and you get a beautiful image. Now, stamping is not always my strong suit. So what I found that has really, really helped me when it comes to stamping is a stamping press. Now, this is the Tim Holtz stamping press. I also have a mini one, which is about a 6 by 6 in size. And why I like these is because I don't always get a real good image the first time I stamp. And having something like this allows me, I'm going to just place her on here where I want her to be. And these are the rubber ones, so I have to flip this. And what's nice about it is you can flip it, so I can do the rubber or I can do the clear. So this is the rubber. It's a little bit taller. Okay, get her on there. And then I'm going to simply use some of this archival ink. And I'm going to just stamp, ink up my stamp really good. And it's okay if I don't get it inked up really well the first time. stamp it. And this happens a lot to me. But the beautiful part about having something like this is that I can stamp it again. And in being able to stamp it multiple times, I can get those crisp, dark lines that I usually like to have. And that most of us look for when we are. Now, I know that I am pressing this. All right, let's try this a little bit. It shouldn't take me that many times. Okay, that's better. Still not what I want, but you get the concept here, is that I can stamp this. I can stamp this as many times as I want, and I don't get all of those lines that I would get if I were trying to stamp repetitively using a block. And it must be something on my table that's stopping this. And sometimes I have that issue. There's something about my table that it doesn't always give me a solid. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so let me just ink up again. And this is why I really like being able to stamp it multiple times. And then once you have it stamped, you can use this. You can cut this out, fussy cut around it. One side is getting really nice and dark. I had to stand up. Here we go. I think this is going to do it this time. Let me grab the other one and let me show you. So this is what my 6x6 stamping tool looks like. And it does have grid lines on it. I put this tape here because it doesn't really open. There's no, it's hard to open. So I put this here so that I can open it easily. And unlike this one, it doesn't have the magnets. It's all plastic. So I use a little bit of washi tape to hold my stamps and things down. And this one really used the clear stamps. More so with that one. All right, let's see what she looks like. This is interesting. And I just stamp with her, so I know there's nothing wrong with her. And I'm not getting... And now you see why I like these. Because I get to stamp it over and over again. Much, much better. Much, much better. And then when I stamp like this, I can take it with my die cutting machine, my scanning cut, and then I can, okay, there we go. So it took me a couple tries to get it, but there she is, perfect. So I can, you know, place another piece down and continue the process of stamping as many of them as I like. And so this is just a little tip on some stamping. So I hope this helps you and gave you an idea of something that you could do with your stamps and how you can use them in your Bibles or in your journals. So that's all I really have tonight. I am running off. My doggie can't be left alone. So I'm gonna hop off of here and get back to her and watch her because she just had surgery today. Had some dental surgery done, so we got to keep a close eye on her. So hope this helped you. There are different types of ink that you can use when you are stamping, and I have also found This is Ranger ink, and I found these at Tuesday Morning, and a lot of different colors. I have like all different colors of those. So there are options. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being on my channel. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. And like always, I'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed evening.